She's a slider, Mom.
Hi everybody. The time to harvest the basil behind me is coming to an end. It's going to be in the 40s next week. So today's a good day as any to pick them. Most of them. I'll leave like the bottom stem and see, because if it's not freezing, so we might still get more warm weather and more leaves might pop up, and it's just nice to have some fresh stuff as long as possible. Some cutting where there's at least a stem area that can still produce more leaves, so we can still bush out from. And there's like mini stems. So way down here there's still leaf action going on, so take that all the way down. Another one. So see, there's also starting to go to flower. With the temps going down into the 40s, it's not killing temperatures, but definitely not temperatures that basil like. So I might throw a blanket over these if I remember, and maybe that will prolong them a little bit. I think this one is lemon basil. I'll take that down too. And these are quite a little bit buggy. There's like webs and little critters that tag along. So I will be soaking these in vinegar maybe, or salt, I forget. And then I'm gonna blanch and freeze in oil is the methodology I'm going with preserving these. I still have quite a bit of pesto, so when I run out of pesto I want to be able to use this instead of, I still have plenty of dried leaves from prior harvests, so I don't need to dry any, but I would like to keep my pesto supply going as long as possible. So by freezing, hopefully that will do the trick and keep us until the end of the year, or next year. Probably next year. We don't eat that much pasta, really. Not with pesto necessarily. This is another type. Let's see. I'm not sure which one this one is. What was that other one? This one or this one? That smells more licoricey. So that might be, not Thai. Is it Thai basil? That might be the Thai basil. This is the lemon basil. So it's not that much of this. And if I'm not mistaken, this was mostly Genovese or Italian, as the package says. Basil. All right, all done. All these leaves look pretty bedraggled with bug damage, but if new ones come up, they'll be nice and healthy. So we still have to process. Lots of dead leaves need to be pulled and washed. Well, I may not have picked the best time of day with the lawnmowers going, but it seems like they're always going, so. All right. So I decided to do this part outside instead of mucking up the kitchen drain. Some of the big ones are fine. Some are just tired and too buggy, too bitten. I ended up leaving this overnight because that's life. So now I am sorting through, getting the bugs out. Some of the leaves will turn brown, black. It's common with basil. And I'll just cut that out when I get to the blanching part. So we have pulled a lot of plants out, and we have a lot less once we process it. We'll have even less once we go through the blanching process. I'm just gonna inspect. These are good. The ones at the bottom were the ones with the black leaves. So I'll pull some of those out. So basil definitely needs to be processed fairly quickly, unless you keep the stem whole and the leaves aren't damaged in any way. Then you can just keep it in water and it'll root itself in there. But if there's already disease, if you bruise it, then this blackening is going to happen fairly quickly. And I don't know if it's a bad thing necessarily, but it certainly doesn't look appealing. So we might as well just remove it. Depending on how committed you are to the task, this could take a short time or a long time. All right, we got our bowl. We're boiling our water. Now this part goes very quickly. No more than 30 seconds. I should have used a bigger pot, but we'll go with this. I'm going to do it in batches just so everybody gets evenly blanched. Stop rocking. All right, I think that's enough time. So I'm doing about 15 seconds, and then by the time I fish them all out, the others will have been there, maybe the 30 seconds. Now I have to fish out the ice cubes. So we'll let this drip dry for a few, and then we'll pat it dry as much as we can, get as much moisture out of it. I am going to roughly chop this up, fill the mold, and top off with olive oil, and then freeze. I thought for a minute there I was gonna flash freeze, like put it on a flat tray and freeze and then bag. Then I forgot that might turn them black, like they say. And I wanted to do the oil preservation, so this is how it goes. Still quite wet. Just soak up some of this. Still very wet. I'm just getting rid of some air bubbles. Well, it's been a couple of days and I completely forgot to film the end of this video. So I got the basil finished freezing and then I incorporated it into my pesto bag. Just show you real quick. So here what it ends up looking like. That's the olive oil and straight up basil leaves. And that will keep in there for however long it needs. So I'm very glad to get that other project out of the way. I'm going to be able to have the taste of summer basil all through winter, and I'm going to double it up again next year. Thanks for spending some time with me today. So I'll harvest more. Bye!
Moving closer. Hey, what's she doing? Hey, what's she moving? What's she moving?